Los Angeles, 1994. Picture a city drenched in that iconic California sunlight, a place of dreams and movie stars. But beneath that golden veneer, shadows were lurking, shadows that would soon spill into the open for the entire world to see. It was supposed to be just another ordinary summer night in the affluent neighborhood of Brentwood. The air was warm, the streets were quiet. But that tranquility was shattered by screams, followed by the piercing wail of sirens and the flashing red and blue lights that painted the pristine sidewalks. Two people, their lives brutally cut short, were discovered that night. The news of the crime didn't just spread, it exploded. It traveled faster than the sirens could fade, taking over every television screen, every radio station, every hushed conversation across the country. Suddenly, America stopped. One name was on everyone's lips, a name synonymous with fame and athletic glory, now entangled in a horrific double murder. The initial investigation seemed to point in one clear direction. The evidence appeared overwhelming, a trail of clues that detectives believed led straight to a single suspect. But what happened next was something no one could have predicted. It was a moment that felt more like a Hollywood blockbuster than a real-life event. A slow-speed chase down a Los Angeles freeway, a white Ford Bronco becoming the most watched vehicle on the planet. Millions of people were glued to their screens, their hearts pounding in unison with the surreal spectacle unfolding before them. This wasn't just a car chase. It was the nation holding its breath, watching a fallen hero on the run. The image of that white Bronco became an indelible symbol of the saga that was just beginning. It was a chase that marked the end of one chapter and the beginning of another, one that would captivate and divide the nation for months to come. This case quickly evolved into something far more than a simple murder investigation. It became a cultural phenomenon, a national obsession. The ensuing legal battle was dubbed the trial of the century, and for good reason. Every detail was scrutinized, every piece of evidence debated, and every witness testimony broadcast live into living rooms across the world. The courtroom became a stage, and the lawyers, celebrities in their own right. It was a trial that forced America to look in the mirror. It exposed the deep-seated divisions in society, holding up a lens to complex issues of race, celebrity privilege, and the very nature of the justice system. Could a famous, wealthy man truly get a fair trial? And could the justice system deliver an impartial verdict when the whole world was watching and judging? The prosecution presented what they called a mountain of evidence. They had blood samples, hair fibers, a notorious leather glove, and a history of domestic disputes. They painted a picture of a jealous rage that culminated in a brutal act of violence. Their case seemed airtight, a straightforward path to a guilty verdict. But the defense team, a collection of high-powered legal minds who became known as the Dream Team, had a different strategy. They didn't just challenge the evidence, they challenged the entire narrative. They systematically picked apart the prosecution's case piece by piece. They questioned the integrity of the police investigation, suggesting evidence was mishandled, or worse, planted. They introduced the idea of racial bias within the Los Angeles Police Department, turning the trial from a referendum on the defendant to a referendum on law enforcement itself. The defense's famous line, "If it doesn't fit, you must acquit," became a rallying cry that echoed far beyond the courtroom walls. After months of dramatic testimony and legal maneuvering, the case went to the jury. The nation waited on edge for the verdict. When it was finally read, the reaction was immediate and deeply divided. Cheers erupted in some communities, while others watched in stunned silence and disbelief. The verdict didn't bring closure. It ripped the wound wide open. The case left a lasting legacy, changing everything from how the media covers criminal trials to police procedures for handling evidence. Decades have passed since that fateful night in Brentwood, but the questions remain. The story continues to fascinate and horrify, a stark reminder of a time when a crime didn't just end two lives, but also exposed the deep and painful cracks in the American soul. Was justice truly served? Or was it lost somewhere between fame, fortune, and the blinding glare of the media spotlight? The debate rages on, and the ghosts of 1994 still haunt the City of Angels. Thank you for watching. If you're intrigued by the stories that shape our world, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into history's most compelling cases.